main man, Licky Lance, ready for more Abzan action. Let's try back for some more. Hope you guys are excited for this. I am. Playing some Abzan. Like I said, my name's Lance. More importantly, my screen name is Major Riot. That's Major_Riot_. That's my screen name on Twitch, YouTube, MTGO, MTGA, and Twitter. So if you're watching on Twitch, please consider following. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up. And you can always follow me on Twitter, too. Little flock of birdies. That's right, follow Major Riot on Twitch and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to Major Riot on YouTube for the low cost of free to reap the benefits immediately. Don't delay, do it now. For a guaranteed outburst of rage and most certainly confusion. There's always confusion, you won't regret it. I always have to have this disclaimer, of course. I am not responsible for a sudden increase in top decking only lands, being wrecked by Ragavan, or being unable to find your sideboard cards. That starts happening to you, that has nothing to do with me. I'm just letting you know right now. Just, I don't know. Weird. So as you can tell, I do enjoy playing Magic. When I do play Magic, I prefer to play Modern. When I play Modern, I prefer to play one of 4 decks somewhat coherently. Those 4 decks are Jund, Grixis, Gruul, and when you see the screen right now, Abzan. That's right, Abzan, the white version of Midrange. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's take a look at the weather. Everyone's always excited for the weather reports. Another nice spring day here in my area. Now it's cloudy. Weather for Ravensdale conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 57 degrees. The wind is blowing from the northwest, 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 73%. That's right. Again, nice day. Let's see here. We are still at 18 followers on Twitter. We did go up 1 follower on Twitch. We're now at 231, so thank you guys very much there. And we are now up to 373 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys very much there. So, shout out to all 18 followers on Twitter. Shout out to all 231 followers on Twitch. Shout out to all 373 subscribers on YouTube. And, of course, a massive shout out to all 3 of my Twitch subscribers who give me a little bit of hard-earned money in these trying times. Inflation is through the roof. The gas prices, it takes literally an arm to pay to fill up your small economy vehicle. I really appreciate it, guys, spending money on me like that. And, it's just I really appreciate it. It's way above and beyond the Call of Duty. And all I ask you guys to do is watch. And, you guys really watched the shit out of that last Ponza video. I don't really know why that became so popular, but I really appreciate it. It's got a ton of views on it for, my standards. And people really seem to enjoy it. They watched a lot of it, and thank you guys so very, very much. Luke is here. What's up, Luke? He says, Siege Rhinos and Goys. Oh my, indeed. Indeed. Is there a better complement of creatures than that? Siege Rhinos and Goys? I mean, those swinging in at you. It's rough. So before I get into the deck, I got to talk about a little bit of stuff going on with me and life around here. Unfortunately, after that video on Friday, I came down with a cold. Nothing bad. It's not the corona. Everyone quit panicking. It's just a small, usual cold. So you might hear me sniffing a little bit. You might hear me hacking a little bit. Hopefully I won't hack. Hopefully I can get to the mic if I need to hack, but I don't think I will. When I get a cold, everyone's colds are different. My colds are just massive congestion. Like I cannot breathe out of my nose. I'm feeling a lot better than I was on Saturday. It's not even a bad cold. I'd rank it like out of 10 being the worst. I'd give it like a 3.5. It was just more of an annoyance than anything, So I'm still recovering from it. So again, I apologize in advance if I sound weird, if you hear me sniffling, if you see me breathing nastily out of my mouth because I'm struggling to breathe out of my nose. So yeah, hello Simic, glad you're here. So yeah, another thing. Me and my wife, we have, besides the 4 dogs that I reference a lot, we also have small rodent pets, guinea pigs and rabbits. And we had 4 guinea pigs and a rabbit. And unfortunately, yesterday, one of the guinea pigs passed away. And he lived a long life. Guinea pigs only live to be about 4, and all my guinea pigs are over 4. And unfortunately, he passed away yesterday. The guinea pigs' names were Axel and Slash, were the boys. They're brothers. We call them that because one's got the same hair color as Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses, and Slash because he had black coloring on him, and Slash is black hair. And then there's the sisters that have we named them Ann and Nancy for Ann and Nancy Wilson from Heart. the sisters in the band heart. We also have a rabbit. His name's Splash. He's doing real good. But Slash was probably my favorite of the guinea pigs. He was amazingly colored looking, where he's like an Oreo cookie. His first third of his body was black, the middle third was white, and the last third was also black. And he was a very curious little guy, and sad to see him go. I'm going to miss him, and me and my wife are not going to get any more guinea pigs or rabbits. This is the last hurrah for him, for now, of course, because we have children coming, and we just need to have less responsibilities. And, because we have more responsibilities coming. So, everyone, for just a small second here, if you're watching me live or record on YouTube, please remove your hat, and let's have a moment of silence for Slash. Thank you. Alrighty, so Gage is here, and he says, Rhino time. Yeah, absolutely, it is Rhino time. And, yeah, I'm gonna miss him too, Gage. He was a good bud. He was a cute little feller. Whenever I fed him, he was one that always liked to stick his head out of the cage, and he was a lot of fun. But he lived a good life. He lived over 4 years, and guinea pigs usually don't make it over 4, and they're all over 4, which shows how good of care we take care of them. But let's not dwell on that sadness. Let's dwell on what could be happening to me in just a second here. So yes, I'm playing more Abzan this week. Abzan was pretty fun a week ago, even though it never did great. It never did terrible. It went 2 and 3 5 times. The only change I made to this deck is there's no more Hex Drinker in here. Instead, I brought in 2 copies of Solitude to see if maybe that can help, out late game or take out annoying creatures. And I took out my 2 Scavenging Oozes for 2 Douthy Voidwalkers. Now, I thought about maybe having Endurance in instead, but I don't know. We'll try these Douthys out again. They can be, sometimes they're really good. I mean, sometimes these are amazing cards. But other times they're just kind of meh. I mean, it's neat that it's like a Leyline of the Void with a 3/2 unblockable body, but sometimes it's just too late. You bring it in, you're like, wow, even Scavenging Ooze could have done something by that time. So anyways, let's get on in here. Let's play some Abzan, shall we? So how's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Hopefully better than me. I had plans for last weekend to hang out with my buddies and play Magic and open up packs with them, but I had to cancel because I caught the cold. And again, I apologize if I sound weird or have to stop to, clear my throat or something. It's not Corona. I want everyone to know that. It's not Corona-chan. It's just, the regular good old common cold. I know who I got it from, too. I know who I got it from. Some of these guys I work with are so unclean and nasty that you just can't. And the thing that really pisses me off about it is they know they're sick as hell. They know that they probably shouldn't be at work. They're sick. Stay home. Take a day off. They come up to me. They say, "Oh, I'm sick." I'm like, dude, what the hell? Why are you talking to me when you're sick as hell? Why do you come and seek me out to get me sick? It's just like, the fuck, dude. Anyways. Nasty fucks. Okay, yeah, that's a good hand. Before I get to the hand, of course, I gotta talk about the beverage of the day, and this is one hell of a weird beverage. I don't even know what the theme or whatever. Well, I agree, Gage. They're probably like, hey, misery loves company, right? Hey, you want to get? And I've had it before where guys come up to me days after they come to me telling me they're sick as hell. That's the first thing. Oh man, I'm sick. Like, dude, why are you talking to me? What the hell's going on? The only thing that's bad about this hand, I don't have green mana, but and a few days later they come back around, and they're like, "You sick?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "What?" And they're like disappointed that I didn't catch their sickness. Just messed up individuals. Anyways, the beverage of the day. Again, I don't know what this is, but it's got one hell of a can on it. I don't know, but it's a Rockstar Boom! A Rockstar Boom Whipped strawberry. Look at this thing. Look at the can on this. Like, what is... They got to be spending a fortune to make the can, all this artwork and everything. I mean, this is insane looking here. We got, like, cats with, like, 80s headbands. We got flamingos down here. We got them cats from Japan that supposed to bring you good luck at, like, those gacha games. Got boom boxes. We got teddy bears. Got, like, melting ice cream. We got, like, what is that? A mouse with sunglasses? Like a robot? I mean, just what is this? What is the purpose of this? Like, why? What makes it special? It's just a Rockstar Boom. It's supposed to be the special flavor, whipped strawberry. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out right now. So, of course, the video never officially starts until I can open this, which I never can. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Huh. I mean, it's okay. I was expecting more. It is a strawberry-ish flavor, but I was expecting, as much as the can looks, it's called Rockstar Boom. It was called whipped strawberry. I was expecting more flavor than that, but I mean, it's good. I recommend it. What is that about? A Blood Crypt untapped pass? Okay. Yeah, I guess Concealed Courtyard first. I could play Godless Shrine first. That way I can have the Castle Lockwing come in, but I just don't know what's going on yet, so I'll bring in the Concealed Courtyard. Blasted Wharf. It's kind of a good name. Huh. I think I'm going to take the Liliana Veil. I mean, that seems pretty smart to me. I have nothing to be bolted, and I can push the Douthie. So, Liliana out. So, looks like we got Rakdos Midrange. Nice, good old mid-range battle here. Oh. Okay, there's the forest I needed. He did. He really wanted to bolt that Ragavan. He was probably so disappointed when I played the Concealed Courtyard. He's like, oh, shit. God damn it. Another one. Sure. You know, I really don't have to worry too much about this getting out of control, I don't think yet. I mean, the only thing I got to worry about is, you know, them making me exile cards already. So I think I'm good with going just Forest, Goyf here. I mean, they'll have to double bolt it. They could also have Liliana, which would be a problem. Another different Liliana. But I'm willing to, you know. I don't think it's worthy of a damn. You know, not yet. The Fatal Push. Oh, fuck. Gonna take my Siege Rhino? God damn it. I really was looking forward to playing that next turn. I really was. But you gotta take the Siege Rhino, right? I mean, you don't care about damn. It's a 1-for-1 at this point. He's probably reading Rhino. This guy's probably never seen this card before. He's like, what the hell is that? What is this interesting tech? This man must not realize it's 2022, but even though he's playing damn. Yeah, he's really studying. How can you be... Oh, yeah, there he goes. Takes the Rhino. Okay. All right. What's he doing? Oh. He wants to play my Rhino? Oh, I see what he's doing. He's gonna... No, that doesn't work. I thought... He loved the Rhino so much, guys, he wanted it for himself. That's how popular Siege Rhino is when I play it. He wants his own Rhino. Look at that shit. Alright, it's just getting damned. I mean, whatever. Right? Whatever. This is also Swamp. I should just play this as black mana here. Yeah, why not? Alright, swinging for 4. Maybe he just wanted the life gain. I don't know. I mean, I think that's an interesting-ass play. It's not what I would have done. Okay, so... Yeah, maybe so, Luke. Maybe that's what they were thinking. Okay. So, Stone 4... So first we're going to play this. Then we're going to swing with... Yeah, then we're going to swing with Tarmogoyf here. Okay. Knock him down to 11. Then we are going to cheat around, paying 1 life, cast the Kaya. Right, maybe that's, maybe they just want to get the dam out of my hand, potentially. This Urborg is going to keep me from losing a life here on this Silent Clearing. Eat the Douthie and the Douthie. This will be bolted, but that's okay. Because I can get the Batterskull and just cast Batterskull next turn. Batterskull. He did not bolt the Stoneforge. All right. Nice, simple, easy win there. Okay. So, Rakdos. I would assume they're going to have Croxas, so this needs to come in. I wonder if Engineered Explosives should come in. What should come out? I mean, I definitely like taking out some of my discard spells. I'm an old school player like this, where I like taking out discards against other mid-range. I know that's kind of fallen out of favor. A lot of people like bringing in, leaving some in. I really don't, because this is a terrible top deck when you're just trying to find removal and threats, late game. And I don't have Colligan's Command either in this deck, so it's not like, you can just find K Command and pick up a Tarmogoyf or something. So I'm definitely a fan of removing these. Maybe leaving 2 in. Bring in Vindicate. Vindicate can take care of Liliana. Engineered Explosives, another one I might be able to bring in. But I had to put it on 1, right? Probably have still have Ragavan, Dark Greenway Chandler. They probably got maybe Turox. I think it's honestly pretty good. I don't really see a reason to side more heavily. If I took out the other 2 Inquisitions, I'd probably have to bring in the Engineered Explosives. Maybe Collective Brutality. But I'm just going to go with this and see what happens. So we got Rakdos. I've really been enjoying, since Lurrus has been banned, it's kind of a more, when you play against mid-range of any variety, but particularly those with black mana, the games seem to be more engaging, It's not just like, oh, I gotta go hella fast to get here. Yeah, this is This is a good hand for the most part. It's a little bit odd. I mean, it's fine. Get Temple Garden. It's quite the hand. He's got to figure out what to grab here. Probably Stoneforge Mystic, I would assume. But you can make arguments for Endurance or Kaya. So he's another guy that left his discard spells in it. That's so different from how it used to be. It used to be, hey, take them all out. You want to have as many threats and removal as possible. You'd even bring in threats that don't even make sense, you know, or removal that was like pretty narrow. But it seems like the newer generation of mid-range players, the young kids, you know, like Emilio Estevez, you know, seem to like having him in, and I'm okay. Takes a prismatic ending. That probably tells me that he has a Ragavan available. Discard better on the play. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You know, I'm always thinking like how bad it is when, you know, it's just straight up, you know, late game top decking. I'm thinking of like Liliana Wars, you know, where it's like you've gotten down to where there's just a Tarmogoyf on the field. Can you find removal for it? I didn't realize Graven Cards came in that artwork for that set. Do I want to Solitude this? Is that worth my time? Getting rid of like Exile and Kaya. Because it might be the only chance I have to kill this thing. We have 4 cards left in hand. They did not take Stoneforge Mystic, which makes me think that they have removal for Stoneforge Mystic. I'm going to do it. All right. Temple Garden. Sure. Yes. They don't know I have Concealed Courtyard. They don't know that I have Silent Clearing. Yeah, I'm always a fan of not letting them know I've drawn more lands. That way, it's just more mysterious and more unsettling. We always go for Cauldron Complete. I mean, call them on their bluff about this removal. I think the worst case scenario here would be like a Liliana. They'd minus it, and you know, and then I have to look and try to figure out because they'll be able to plus it. You know, and I have to discard a card. Let's get Terminate. Yeah. Missed land drop. Got to play Concealed Courtyard here. And I'm going to try and flash in Endurance during their turn. Liliana is still a bit of a problem here. Because if I flash in Endurance, you know, at the end of their turn, they'll plus here, and I'll probably have to discard. I'm probably going to have to discard Silent Clearing simply because of fear of Blood Moon. Like, I don't know if these guys are playing that card. When this deck first showed up as a popular mid-range, they were always citing Blood Moon. So I may have to just hold on to Forest in case a Blood Moon does show up somehow and try to win through Goyf. So I'd probably actually discard Silent Clearing. But not Cauldron Complete. I will hold that in hand until as long as I can. You know, Silent Clearing is pretty good. Draw a card. Opponent is stuck. They're not sure what to do or something. Maybe they too are questioning what this is. Rockstar Boom. Like, what is the meaning of this? It has to be just because of the flavor, right? Where they're like, hey man, kids, check it out, it's cool. It's whipped strawberry. Lillian discard means no moon. Well, I mean, we don't know. They could have. They could be fetching for a basic swamp right now, and they may have another basic swamp. Never mind. What we got here? It's Liliana, okay. Liliana will plus. Gage, there's no moon. How many times has Gage been wrong? I mean, the way they fetched there, yeah, you wouldn't think it'd be a... Never, of course. All right. They probably don't have moon the way they fetched there. Because they're not acting like they'd have a blood moon. It doesn't make any sense to fetch for a... blood crypt with that, you know? Oh, yes, 50% of the time Gage is right 100%. Absolutely. We couldn't have had it said any better than that. Thank you very much, Luke. I appreciate that. All right. Good shit there. Yeah, just hit the Lily. Get it. All right. All the equipment's out. Maybe that was bad. We'll see. Because they'll plus the Lily. I'll have to discard one of them. Maybe that was stupid. I don't know. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I guess I could have held the land and then plus Lily and... You know, I don't know. I do have to be concerned about Turok Dread Cantor as well. That could be brutal right now. I think we keep the more powerful one in hand, right? I mean, just if they can't remove Stoneforge, then this is coming down hard. Another different Lily. Interesting. Oh! Alright, okay, they got me there. They got me there, guys. They got me there. Well, at least I get to take out this other Lily, too. Well, how could I ever predict they have multiple Liliana the Veils? I mean, how could I ever guess that? Do I want to try and draw a card here? Sure, why not? Yeah, I should have drawn a card. That was hella stupid. I just realized that right when I was doing that. Yeah, so take out the... That was hella stupid. I completely... Sometimes I forget what my own lands can do. Take out the Lily. This is actually a pretty good draw. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Turn that back on. Play Kaya. Eat Croxa and Douthie. And see if we can't stop them from getting... I mean, really don't have any creatures I'm aware of that can survive the Fatal Push. Do they run any, like, 4 or 3? Maybe a Grief? I don't know. What's up, Gemstone? Today is Rockstar Boom Whip Strawberry, whatever the hell that means. Yeah, maybe it's Season Pyro. All right, swing for 3. Take out. I want to leave 1 Lilion in there just because in case I get a Goyf. Shiny Eevee. Yeah, there it is. There's the Season Pyro. There it be. Ugh. Wish I could play you. Kind of sucks. I just don't have enough mana to do everything I want to do. Do we threaten... Do I damn the Pyro? Eat it? I think I like doing that. Kill Pyro. What the hell? I'll eat the Liliana too. I mean... And then swing for 3. And hope to get Kaya ultimate next turn. Okay. There's Goyf. Swing here for 3 and see if I can't win through the ultimate of Kaya. Yeah! Kaya gets there. All right. Right on. That was an ass beat. Happy seeing the shiny Eevee. The only shiny Pokemon I think I ever caught was in Soul Silver. I caught a shiny Stantler, which is like a worthless ass Pokemon. 3-2 today with Is It Drake's. Nice. My sister played so much of her Pokemon games that she ended up catching like this is like you know back in like just regular gold, like just gold, like straight up gold from like 2000. She probably caught like 6 shiny Pokemon. I remember the coolest looking one was like a shiny Zubat. She evolved all the way into a Crobat. What's up, Manure Butt? Yeah, Abzan hype. Abzan just went 2-0 right there against Rakdos. I eat that Rakdos deck for fucking breakfast with all my decks I play. Stantler helps you out of the Ghost Gym at Noctowl 2. It's not. I thought Noctowl was good against Ghosts. I remember having Noctowl. No, I had a shiny Noctowl. Okay, I had 2. I had a shiny Noctowl, I think. Didn't I? I don't remember. Oh, okay. I like the noise for Hoot Hoot back in It was pretty fun. It was a good noise. Morty? Who the hell's Morty? Oh, is that the gym leader? Morty? It's that Gage. Thank you kindly for the sugary beverage sip redemption. This one does have sugar. 66 grams. I think that's the most sugar I've ever seen in one of these before. Morty's Gengar. I remember they were having problems in Seattle for a little while. Not that they don't ever have problems in Seattle. You know, I mean, my God, it's like a war zone down there. You got homeless people stabbing people with used hypodermic needles, taking shits in the middle of the street. I mean, it's insane when you read about Seattle. But they were having problems down there when Pokemon Go was first released. And people were just rummaging through alleys trying to get Haunters. Like walking down dark alleys getting mugged trying to find Haunter. Just hella stupid. I'm gonna go down this dark alley to find this Haunter. Like, you're gonna get haunt by something, alright, buddy. Look at this. What showed up here? Yorion? That's not friendly. Look at this hand. We do have the Dream, technically. We do have Inquisition into Goyf. And I'm not going first. That's a little bit scary. I'm going to keep it and just hope I can find more lands. That's right, Gage. Sugar. What is this? Gengar Hypnosis Dream Eater? I think I remember that from... I remember Drowsy used to do that, right? I remember that being annoying. Folks, we have a problem, of course, with that there is a lot of good cards in their hand. Well, I mean, we just gotta take the Renin 6. It sucks, but that's one hell of a hand. And I really need to find white mana, and quickly. You could get fun here and get rid of the prismatic ending and hope that the Goy somehow makes it through, right? But I really don't like leaving him with a Renin 6. I just think that's just asking too much there. But that is a really good hand, yeah, the 4-color. What's up, Peace South? Glad you're here, man. I'm doing good. The best I can do. Not looking good. Doesn't even make sense to put Goyf out here. The prismatic ending, the Solitude, and the Teferi. Throw him out there as cannon fodder. I don't like passing and doing nothing. I hate that shit. I mean, a 1-for-1 is fine. I mean, whatever. I just got to find something else to do after this turn. Might be playing Teferi here. Teferi to bounce Goyf. Yep. All right, well, these basic lands got to go the distance. If I can find a white source, I can exile that Teferi. He's not playing his Windswept Heath. I don't know why guys do that. Why they let me know that one of the 6 cards in hand is still a land. You know, I don't really know what the strategy behind that is. So I'm going to get styled on by the old border prismatic ending. Okay. All right. Okay. I can bank on your turn to poker? Like real poker or like fake poker? I mean, what are we talking about? Yeah, I think I just like killing that. That Teferi. Get Godless Shrine. Yes. Gone. There you go. Good stuff. Fuck. I worked so hard to get that white mana. Yeah, I won a couple weeks ago. I won $800 playing Texas Hold'em, the heads-up game, not the actual like World Series of Poker, but you know, at the casino. It's my favorite game. Damn, dude, that really hurt. It took off Douthie too. Yeah, I'm hosed. Opponent has gotten himself down to 11, which is interesting. We'll play a land here, or not. Just setting up for maximum value next turn. Huge value setting up here. I guess they don't want to lose more life. That's interesting. They still haven't played this Windswept Heath? Like, why are they holding on to that Windswept Heath so hard? You haven't played it at all. What is the deal with that? Oh, look at that. I got all my basics, guys. I got them all. Okay. I mean, I think anything I do gets countered. Any creature put out is going to get hit by Solitude. Kaya probably gets hit by a counter. Guess I'll go with Stoneforge Mystic. Put that out there. Try to catch him in a moment of weakness. So we know I got Yorion in hand. I'm going to try and kill the Yorion with Solitude. Probably exile Lingering Souls. Even though that's a lot of value. What the fuck is this? A Ragavan now? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to Solitude that. I mean, it's just... Took Overgrown Tomb. I needed that. Yep. With this on the stack... that shit out of here. Draw 3 cards. Draw 4 cards, actually. Ragavan just sits on the field? Oh, yeah, he just left it on the field. How about that? Then I guess Kaya can take care of that Ragavan then. Cool. Sweet. Man, I literally have all 4 of my basics now. This is exceptionally interesting. All right. Technically, I have 4 of the 5 colors of mana I can have. Yeah. This guy can put in serious work, actually, because I can exile all these as well. I can't exile the Spreading Seas. It's 2 mana. Wife must be home. Yep. Wife is home. I will be able to double spell next turn. At least attempt to. Be able to play Stoneforge and Douthie. The Voidwalker. I'm really impressed they brought back Douthies. You know, when's the last time they made a Douthie card before Voidwalker? Ugh. Alright, that's probably the end of the game. This 4-color deck, I'm not quite sure how anything can really beat this. I mean, straight up, I mean, it's just insane. How can a deck that has 20 extra cards in it be so consistent? You know, that's always the problem. Like, where you're just like, the fuck? It's a problem my locals, too, when we used to have locals. There was one guy that played this deck, and nobody could beat him. It was just, like, absolutely insane. Did he ever play that Windswept Heath? I don't think he did. Excuse me. Well, there's Siege Rhino. Right, yeah, I remember, yeah, there was... Tempest is still pretty... Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. I remember the Douthie cards all having Shadow, like, and those cards were, like, in Vintage Masters and stuff. What's funny is if I can bait out the Solitude, that Siege Rhino might... It might be okay. Get my Lonely Batterskull. Play this fine Douthie here. What if the Douthie goes a full distance? Like, fuck, I can't block that. What the hell? I mean, I'm not even sure what to side against this thing. I mean, it's just... I guess engineered explosives on 1? Probably uses a Belcher. Maybe. I mean, it's just so over that it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Bring in Solitude now. Interesting. You know, Siege Rhino looks pretty good here. He still doesn't play that Windswept Heath. I wonder if he did something, like he shuffled it back somehow, but I don't know. I'm going to go with the Rhino here. So 4 or 5 will be the biggest creature on the field. You have to deal with it. Fails to find. What's going on? Oh, we finally played that Windswept Heath. The pain is real. Another different Solitude, yep. At least I gained 4 life. One, two, three, 4, 5. Just return Batter Skull, right? Alright, well, we'll play Batter Skull. Yep. What else I could have done there? Alright. Again, folks, I don't know how to beat this deck. I have no clue. I think Turok is good here. Collective Brutality might be good. Engineered Explosives might be good. I don't think Douthie is good here. Engineered for 1, does that even do anything? I mean, I guess against Yorion trying to come in and get all those back, but at that point I should almost be playing, you know, Punishment. Why do I play Punishment and Engineered Explosives? Just to have extra hate? I've never asked myself that before. Okay, probably Fatal Pushes can come out. I don't think they're going to be needed here. It loses to Burn, too. I guess. It's kind of slow, isn't it? Man. I could have Collective Brutality as more discard. I'm going to try Engineered Explosives and see if maybe I can somehow catch them with a bunch of their enchantments and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go with that. Just a massive pile. Oh, that's right. They did have the monkey. Ha! Yeah, well, what can you do? Sure. This looks like a quality opening hand. Alright, Inquisition. Oh my god. I guess we take light. They have Fury. Yeah, take Lightning Bolt. Take Bolt. Try to play Mystic. It's hard for burn on the draw if 4 colors Omnath, though. Yeah. I mean, this deck is just so difficult to beat, and it doesn't make sense. You know, because it's just like, it's got so many cards that are just like fluff, but the fluff cards drawing more cards let them find answers. It's just, it's fucked up. I mean, it is. So this thing exiles our artifact, creature, or enchant with mana value X or less. So you need to have 2. This has to cost 3 mana, unless they have a white card in hand. If I'm understanding that right. Oh my god. With the exile Ragavan. Alright. What to do here? I kind of want to hold Thoughtseize until they put the Yorion in hand, you know? So maybe here I just do a bunch of Lingering Souls. Even though one's going to get lost instantly to that March. I was thinking today, I think Damn is my favorite MH2 card. You know, I'm sure a lot of people go the obvious one. I like Ragavan, man. That Ragavan, that tears the shit up, you know. But I really like the flavor and everything of Damn. Just a cool card. Swing for 2. Make a couple more. Play Godless Shrine tapped. See what's going on. I don't know if there's a good plan or not. Trying to hold this Thoughtseize until they cast or add Yorion to hand. All right, there it is. It's added to hand, folks. It is added officially to hand. I now have a Solitude as well. Swing for 4. Play this fine looking land here. Play Thoughtseize. Oh my god, it resolved. Wow. There's a Fury. My tokens aren't long for this world, guys. They're going to die. Violently. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this can come in. So, yeah. But yeah, we just got to take Yorion. I mean, they can play the Yorion, and we're in trouble if they do that. Yeah. I haven't answered the Fury. Anyways, through Solitude. Well, you know, Fury. I mean, nobody's excited to see a Fury when you got an army of 4-1, an army of 1/1s flying into the opponent constantly. Okay, nobody's excited to have their army destroyed by one stupid creature. But luckily, I have the answers right here in my hand already. Too bad I couldn't flash it in. You know, we gotta have to wait on that. Yeah, the pain is real. It went down. I could try to get smart here and draw a card. I definitely need to find another green source, though. I don't want him cutting me off of green. So we'll go Temple Garden. Alrighty. Bonsai. That probably really pissed him off, losing his Yorion like that. That probably really enraged him. Probably like, oh. Probably what he did. A Poker Shark. Not a Casino Whale. Teferi here. Oh. Well, I do have Damn for that. God, of course he draws a fucking fetch land. He didn't have that in hand. That's some bullshit right there. Alright. Ooh. What could happen here? This is an instant, right? Gains 4 life, right? Doesn't make more mana off this. Makes 2 mana. Yeah, I think we just damn this thing. Yeah. Oh! God! That is some bullshit. Oh my God. What the fuck, man? Oh. Come on. How the hell does that happen? Yeah, I mean, how the fuck do I do? I guess draw a card? Okay, I don't mind that card. Yeah, I could exile this Omnath, right? Maybe that's the right thing to do. Maybe that's the right thing to do. Exile. Because they're going to have the Teferi come in, and I'm not going to be able to get through that. So, yeah, we'll attack. Hexproof from blue and black. This is white. So yeah, they're going to gain a ton of life here. Going to gain 8 life. Honestly, it's quite the game we got going on. I think that was better overall just to get rid of that thing. Oh. Now there's this. Engineered explosives, that's fine. Well, is it? They have all 5 colors, right? I guess not okay. I guess that's bad. Red. Yeah, I mean, that's bad. Oh, they put it on 0? Why they put it on 0? That's got to be a misclick. Sure, on 0. Hello. All right, swing on in. I said attack, please. Oh, God. It's another different solitude. All right, well, it's Siege Rhino time. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe, yeah, the Lingering Souls is frightening him. I don't know. Siege Rhino is actually really good against Solitude, but they're just going to play Teferi and bounce this Siege Rhino, I think. Which is kind of a weird play, because I'll just play it again immediately. I mean, I think he's got the game pretty well locked up. Right, he can just play Teferi, bounce, Prismatic End, that works too. I forgot he had that. And then, yeah, play the Ragavan here. I'm probably pretty dead, you know. I mean, it's just... I fought the good fight, though, guys. This deck is relatively impossible to beat. Okay, well, we just keep on doing it. It's like these fucking rhinos. Why aren't they extinct yet? What the hell's going on? I thought these things were dead. Yep, bounce it back. Or not. Oh, he bounced his Solitude back. Man, he really don't like these rhinos. All right, I'm up to 21. It's one hell of a game. There's been a lot of life gain in this game. All right, well, at least I can start drawing cards off the Castle Lockwayne. I got enough life to where that doesn't even hurt. But it's looking pretty grim. So I just don't want to dash that anymore. There's really no reason for me to do anything here. The Teferi's here, so even if I drew with the castle right now, I couldn't find an instant anyways to kill it. So yeah, just take it. Fetch here. Grab my Overgrown Tomb, I suppose. Where's Goyf been? I do have 4 Goyfs still in the deck, right? Take out the Ragavan. Oops, I can't do it that way. I would assume he'll kill Kaya here. My castle might keep me in this for a little bit. And I can play Cauldron Complete next turn. Yep. I'll get the planes. And we'll activate this again. Collective Brutality. Not bad. Oh, and Batter Skull. How much mana do I have? I have enough to do both. Yeah, Collective Brutality is going to kill the Solitude. What about this game? It's a good game. It's a really good game we got going here. I'm going to play the Batter Skull. And yeah, he'll bounce it back if he wants to. I guess he can also Engineered Explosives it, right? I suppose. Another Solitude? Oh. Okay. Engineered Explosive cannot destroy the Germ token from Cauldron Complete. Oh. Excellent. Yep. So now the question is, which Planeswalker do I attempt to kill with Cauldron Complete? He does not use it. It's a basic swamp. We'll play it. I mean, either one can bounce Cauldron Complete, right? I mean, it's just a disaster here. I think I like killing Jace. I think it's just got to be Jace. I mean, that's the overall more powerful Planeswalker. Oh, it's 7 mana, duh. What am I doing? No, no, damn it. This doesn't work. Yeah, it is indestructible. Aha! Take that, you clown. It is impossible to outgrind this deck. But I'm trying. Kill that Jace. Get that thing out of here. And yes, I know he'll bounce the Germ. But, I mean, he was going to bounce with Jace, and then I'm stuck with the Jace on the field. I'd much rather deal with this Teferi than the Jace. Brainstorm is not fun to play against. And maybe I can find a Tarmogoyf and equip Cauldron Complete to it. You know, I mean, it's possible. Another expressive iteration. It looks like he found Omnath. Yeah. Alright. Well, I tried, guys. I really tried here. I did. I'm serious. There it is. There's Goyf. So yeah, we play it. It's a big one, too. I should have drawn a card there instead of during my opponent's turn because, again, I cannot instant speed anything. Jesus Christ, this is another Solitude. Yeah. Fuck, man. mean, the game just continues on. I mean, we've gained so much life, me and the opponent. I mean, it's just been one hell of a match here. Yep, I take the 4. Oh. Alright. It's another different Goyf. And a Kaya. Okay. Cast Goyf. Enough mana. Let's leave that untapped. I do not. Yeah. Fury Yorion. This game just won't end. Neither of us can kill each other. What's he up to here? He's gonna have a lot of mana here. Maybe he's just fetching to get lands out of the deck at this point, and he's like, dude, I gotta finish this. This sumbitch, he won't die. What was that? What the hell? What the fuck? What just happened? Oh, he used Omnath. I mean, block the shit out of this, right? Is there any reason not to? Oh my god, no. Oh my god! I blocked right and everything. God damn. Let me see what my next card was. Come on. Come on. It's not gonna let me. That sucks. I hate that shit. Like, what the fuck? Let me see. Oh well. Alright guys, I'm gonna check my dogs real quick and I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, I'm back. That was one hell of a match. You know, I didn't win a single game. It felt like I was winning. Just being able to grind that hard against that opponent. I mean, that opponent, he must have been like just frustrated. He must have been really frustrated that I would not die. And like it took everything he had. And I even blocked right there. I mean, I blocked the biggest creature. Man. Even though I knew I probably couldn't win, it was still hopeful. You know, I certainly wasn't going to win in time. He actually had less time than me. He had actually had to take, like, I was, like, several minutes behind him, clockwise. And then all of a sudden I looked up and he was like had less time than me by like 30 seconds. He was probably getting pretty pissed off. He's like, "Why don't you just quit? Damn it!" Like, no, I go down fighting. You know, to the last man, like the Japanese on Okinawa, which didn't work out too well for him, and it didn't work out well for me either, guys. I lost too. But just saying, you lose. I always thought it's better to lose because you were actually beaten than just giving up. Make the opponent beat you, unless it's just obvious. There's no way in hell, you're gonna win. If you get stuck against a prison deck, and you're like, dude, the odds of me getting out of this prison is unbelievable. But that was a long match. That was nearly an hour, roughly. But so you can't find anyone else. I hope you guys have been enjoying today's adventure so far. Looks like Gage may have enjoyed that game a little bit. He said, "Bruh, this game." That was cool that we got him to use my own engineered explosives in vain on the Cauldron Complete. That was the highlight there, I think. Back-to-back Siege Rhinos was a good moment too. Me holding that Thoughtseize. Probably what made the game go a long time too was me holding the Thoughtseize until they put the Yorion in hand. And I actually just got that from Reed Duke. I mean, I've done that stuff before, but I was watching Reed a few days ago, and he did the same exact thing. He's like, "I'm going to hold this Thoughtseize until they put Yorion in hand." And it worked. Now, I don't remember if Reed won that match, but, I was inspired. Don't think we're going to find another opponent. Looks like we might have to end this video today. These Abzan matches take forever, by the way, everybody. I mean, they just take. I mean, this deck just grinds like harder than even Jun does. Something about the life gain in this deck just makes it so it's just you never seem like you're out of it. You're like, I'm still at like 16 life. The Siege Rhino, the Kaya's Guile, all gaining you life and stuff. And now I got Solitude in here. It's real stuff. I've yet to go first in this league. Little complaint there. Yeah, I'll keep. Play the Stoneforge first. Yeah, no more Hex Drinker manure, but I took him out for the Solitudes. And I think Solitude overall is a more powerful card. What we got here? More Rakdos. Because I tried Esper Sentinel in Hex Drinker's place that one week, and it wasn't any better. Like, it was, like, arguably even worse at times. It was. And, I wasn't a fan of it. I think it's a great card in, like, Hammer Time, but in Abzan, it was, like, ho-hum. Like, it was so bad late game. It was, like, way worse than Hex Drinker late game. Looks like this is Jund. Looks like I might be staring down a Liliana the Veil here. That's a little bit concerning to put out the Goyf or not, The Lingering Soul should be pretty good against Liliana, though. I have a stinking nasty suspicion that we got a Liliana here. But we always call the opponent's bluff, right? We always say, all in. Another bad play here would be, like push then Ragavan. Now, it looks like it might be Rakdos again. More Rakdos. Shoutouts to the original print of Blood Crypt. Maybe it's Mardu. I don't know what's going on here. It's better not be Blood Moon. Okay, it's Season Pyro. That's not that scary. Oh no, it's this deck. Well, I think we just swing here with Goyf. I mean, that's pretty easy. Would you like to block? Just to throw your 1/1 underneath that? Heave-ho. Toss him under. Here comes that big Tarmogoyf truck. Throw your 1/1 in there. I don't give a damn about this thing. Maybe he really does like these creatures. He's like, I want to lose these things. This is the Rakdos Undying deck. This is where they, Grief and Fury evoke. And then they, play Malakar Rebirth. And what's the other card? The one where the things like come out of the floor. I don't remember what it's called. Very annoying deck. Usually it's in 3 colors. Well, I guess not. It was always Rakdos, but then they started playing Mardu, which made it even more disturbing because they added Solitude and Ephemerate. There it is. There's the heave underneath the Tarmogoyf bus. There we go. That's what we like seeing. That's what we know about. All right, play some Lingering Souls here. Lingering Souls always overperforms. You wouldn't think it'd be that good when you read it. Undying Evil, Thinking Manure Butt, yes. It's weird artwork on it. It looks like something out of like the real Ghostbusters or something. Like some cartoon like monster, demon, ghost thing coming out of the floorboard. Dark Ascension, yes. I really like the logo for Dark Ascension. Wow, a Dreadbore on the Goyf? Damn. Damn. Sure, I'll take 2. But yeah, Dark Ascension's got a really sweet logo. There's been some new logos I really like, the image for the card. Like, I thought Neon Dynasty had a good one. It had, like, Fuji with the moon or sun rising behind it. I really like that. I also enjoyed Midnight Hunt. I thought that was really cool. It was like Bark at the Moon, the actual logo. That's not bad at all. I'm going to swing for 2. Yeah, and then I think I just want to play Douthie here, right? Play Douthie. And then flashback Lingering Souls. Hope they don't have Anger of the Gods or something. They didn't like that. Like, get that shit out of here. So I do have these Revolt pushes available, which can only take out Grief. It cannot take out Fury, even on Revolt. Okay, we're going to have a lot of tokens against each other, it looks like. But mine have flying. Yours don't. What was the first set symbol? I think it was the Dark, wasn't it? The Dark had the crescent moon. I don't know. We should look that up. Not a bad draw. All right, here we go. Watch this disgustingness. I should probably get another green source. Do I need another green source? I don't run Scavenging Ooze anymore. The odds of me having to play 2 Goyfs in 1 turn is low, but I'll do it. I'll get another green. All right, time for a double revolted push. Kapow. Wow, that's fucking nasty. All right, well, I wanted to kill both of these, but I only get to kill one, but I do stop him from drawing 2 more cards. Can I win this race? I guess I can with my dam. Oh, I guess I can win this race with my Lingering Souls until, of course, that Fury shows up, and then I'm going to cast Dam. And the ultimate way this would go down, of course, is I will cast the Lingering Souls, flash it back. The opponent will cast Grief, taking away my Dam. Then they will cast Fury. I think they'll be dead by then. What am I talking about? I think they'll be dead. They only got 8 life. What am I talking about? Swing in. Get in there, Flyers. I hope they'll be dead. Jesus. More Lingering Souls. Call them Ghostbusters. I actually, guys, watched for the first time in years an episode of The Real Ghostbusters today. I had nothing better to do at work, so I watched an episode of it, the very first episode of The Real Ghostbusters, and it was good. Arabian Nights, oh, it had the sword, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew Arabian Nights was the first expansion, but you are right. Yeah, it did have a symbol. And Antiquities had the anvil on it, right? I think. So even if they top deck Fury here, they die. They can only kill 4 of them, and this guy is pissed. This guy is pissed off that he lost to 8 spirit tokens. I'm telling you guys, Lingering Souls consistently overperforms. It's just mind-boggling how good this card is. Yeah, it's amazing I remember that stuff. Of course, I enjoyed that period of Magic when I was very young, learning to read. You know, if I was a smart child back then, I would have saved some of those cards, right? But you never imagine they're going to be worth money. What's going on here? Oh, he did have enough to make that. Okay. Yeah, he did. He had 5. All right, good stuff. So we're against Undying. I really don't have a lot. I guess Endurance is decent here. Maybe Vindicate. I don't know. I think that's about it. I've already got Dam. I've got Kaya's Guile. The Fatal Pushes really were good there. Bought too many sports cards. Yeah. Yeah, that was bad in the 90s. That went boom. That thing, the bubble burst on that in the 90s, I think. Or was it the late 80s? I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, I could try to bring in engineered explosives, but I know their big payoff is Fury, Grief. So Vindicate might be worth my time, but I do have Solitudes. So it would be better. Whoa, Buddha, thank you kindly for the subscription. I really appreciate that, man. That's really awesome. How you been, dude? It's been a while since I've seen you, but I'm glad you're here, dude. That's going above and beyond there with the subscription. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Ponza will be back next week. I'm kind of alternating between Ponza and Abzan. Maybe for Prismatic Ending? It's so tough. How about 1 Ending and 1 Inquisition? We'll go with that, okay? What did I bring in? Endurance. So we got Rakdos, Undying. 2 Rakdos decks today. Yeah, this is some quality start here. That's what it's all about when you play. I mean, literally, you can't ask for much more when every time you see your opening hand is Thoughtseize into Goyf. I mean, that is a thing of beauty. Magus of the Moon? You son of a bitch. What the hell? Yeah, thank you very much, Buddha. Well fought. Almost got another one. But I couldn't get there. I reviewed the video, and yeah, no matter what I'd done, I would have lost. I was overly harsh on myself. Okay, so I think actually I want to take Douthie here. Take Douthie. And then take Magus of the Moon? Or do I want to take... This is so tough. This is another... We have quality hands against each other. I think take Douthie first. And then I can decide whether I want to take Magus or Liliana. I'm going to take Douthie. But now that I know there's Maguses, I need to start fetching for basics. So I got to get a basic, like, Plains here, which sucks. What can you do? Uh-oh. I get a Thoughtseize Curse here. Turok Dread Cantor. Okay. Yeah. So we just Thoughtseize here. So it's still Magus and Liliana. Man, I mean, this is rough. I mean, I think I can win if the opponent doesn't do anything. And you know, just try to win through the Liliana, because do I have ways to remove Liliana? I do. I have Prismatic Ending. I'm gonna take the Magus. And try to just win through multiple Goyfs. You know, that Liliana is fucking annoying. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck, maybe I should have took a Liliana. Max Breaker, how you doing, man? You see, I play Pawns a lot. I do. What are my thoughts about Madcap Ponza? Madcap and Imperion? I mean, that's a real good gimmick, you know. I don't know how consistently you can pull that off. There's always, you know, I wouldn't do it just because I like a deck that's very stable, I try to keep my decks as wide as possible. That's why you see cards like Scavenging Ooze still in my decks. That's why you see cards like, you know, Lingering Souls in this deck, Kaya, Orzhov Usurper in this deck, where I try to be so wide that nothing surprises me, right? And I think that when you try to find a card like that, Madcap into Imperion, you know, you're kind of narrowing down how you win and opening up more ways your opponent can find ways to beat you. So this Liliana is going to be a massive problem, especially if I can't find a third land here. Thank you for the redemption of the sugary beverage sip. I really appreciate that. It's a treat for me, too. You know, you guys spend 100 points and force me to take a drink of something delicious. Like I said, this Rockstar today is the Rockstar Boom, which I have no idea what that means. Does anyone know why they call it the Rockstar Boom? It has to be because of the flavor, right? Whipped strawberry, like trying to be like hip and cool for the kids. It's fine. It's just for as much artwork and text everything on the can, you think it'd be a stronger strawberry taste. So the question here is, what on earth do I discard? Probably should be Siege Rhino, right? I have a crazy idea where what if I just play Goyf into Goyf, and they both die to Liliana. Oh, this thing's gonna get fucking massive too. Oh shit. That's not good. Opponent has stopped playing. I hate when people do this, where it's like, dude, it's been almost 2 minutes. Almost 2 minutes since you've cast your Liliana the Veil. There we go. So this is bad because this is on the field. And I can't kill with Solitude. Yeah, I guess just give her a Siege Rhino. And this is going to get real nasty quickly unless I can kill this Lily. I'm going to try and draw land here. That doesn't work there. All right. I'm going to get a basic... basic plains. No. No, the Stoneforge isn't great either, but I have a disgusting plan of where I'm going to make them minus that Liliana multiple times. And hope they don't have, like, fatal pushes. Okay? That's my plan. Just make them minus into oblivion with that Liliana. And then just drop the Stoneforge. Okay. That makes the plan a lot tougher. Yeah, I'm down to 8. The one card in hand is... No, they discarded that. I don't even know if I'll survive long enough to deal with the Torok. I kind of cut myself off there by getting planes, didn't I? All right, we'll draw here. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we play another Goyf. And, you know, we might have to Solitude exiling Orzhov, Kaya, to get rid of that Douthie. Please don't draw a removal spell. Okay. Again, no fatal push for you. This will be really painful if they decide to plus the Lily. Because this will become a 4-3. Wow. Wow, that's devastating. I can't put the Kaya in. Fuck. Damn it, yeah, the game's over. I can't beat him now. Yeah, I just got mana screwed here. Yeah, that ain't gonna work either. I'm looking at this. Maybe I could bring myself back up to 11. Damn. No instant in there. Fuck. That sucks ass. Yeah, there's just nothing I can grab that I can win with. Yeah, discard this. What's going on here? Oh, they want to grab a Goyf. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, I guess I could have evoked. Whatever. I was gonna win that game anyways. What did I bring in? Endurance. It's probably still good. Prismatic Ending looks weaker now, but I still like it to deal with the Planeswalker. It's like my only card I have against him. I just resubmit. Sure. We'll try it. I am potentially dead to a kind of a rough start, really. I got to get like Godless Shrine, Overgrown Tomb. I suppose. On 0. Look how scared he is of the of the tokens. That's all right. Sure. Man, this is like so bad against the damn old potential Blood Moon. It's just like, oh my god. But yeah, I think we go Swamp. Then Godless Shrine. Play Douthie. I mean, it's a little fucked up, but what can you do? Well, that's an easy one. Okay, good. Good. I got a chance for another basic here. Yes. Wing on in. 4-3. Play a land. Really not much to do with the Kaya. Not yet. I can't flash an endurance. I think I will take this opportunity, though, to get my basic forest just in absolute fear, and I will play the Kaya. And I can minus to kill the injured explosives, so I guess I will. And that was a good play. We got Liliana. Yep. He's probably pretty upset about the tokens. Well, I think we Prismatic End the Liliana, because I don't want to be dealing with that anymore. And then just plus pick nothing. I can still Solitude because I have the Kaya's Guile. Wow. This guy is really hateful. He's just real. It gets rid of Seasoned Pyromancer. Unless he has Undying Evil here. This could be what he's trying to do here. No, he does not. Okay. All right. Man, got rid of Seasoned Pyro. Oh. Yeah, another one. All right, well, that's pretty good. Better not gotten Thoughtseize here. All right. Starting to struggle now. Okay. Do Lingering Souls or try to get him on the Kaya's Guile? Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to try and get him on the Kaya's Guile. Are we going for the Magus now? Okay. Sacrifice a creature, make a 1/1. This is a weird game. I'm pretty concerned, though, because he keeps finding lands, and I'm not finding lands. He's got a huge payoffs with Fury and Grief. Oh, a week-long birthday party? Fuck, I don't know. I mean, my birthday's only a couple weeks from now, so it's definitely possible. Swinging for 1. But yeah, that would be extremely hype and chill, especially if you guys all week long sent in large contributions to celebrate my birthday. I'd really appreciate that, and that big ups to whoever does that. You know, that'd be great. All right, let's see how long this Stoneforge Mystic lives. Probably not very long. Positively and chill and riot in the same sentence. There could be chill riots out there. We don't know. You know? Some peaceful riots. Only one building is burned to the ground. That's nasty. Draws 2 cards. You're drawing too many cards, sir. Ugh, he finds the bolt. Finds the Ragavan. Oh my god. Is this worth losing a Siege Rhino and a Solitude? I mean, for real. Is this what I want to be doing? I'll run the risk. Let him hit. Right? Maybe that's wrong. Oh, he's so panicky over these cards. I should probably exile this. It's such a close game. Why let him have free card advantage? All right, we are both at 13. All right, good stuff. Swing for 1. That's right. Only believe what I say. Anything else, present evidence. Where's your proof? This kind of hurts. I got to go to 10, down to 9. It looks like he's just Rakdos. He's not, doesn't have any solitude. Do I send this shit back? Yeah, just in case a Croxus shows up. Wow. All right. All right. It's one hell of a game. Again. Not really what I want to see. Swing for 1. Just got to worry he's got Fury or something. Hype? I like that emoji. I like hype. No swing? What is going on there? Why would he not swing? I'm going to get my other swamp. Yeah, I'll swing with everybody. At 8. All right. What just popped in your head? Is it something nasty and gross? Go, Flyers. Go. Oh, yeah, I love the Austin Powers movies, especially the second one. The second one's like an amazing movie. I'd like to grab this. Thank you. What is he drawing? He's got 4 cards in hand. He hasn't done a damn thing. What is happening here? Ragavan Dash. Sure. Block wildly. I have enough mana to cast the Batterskull from hand. Inquisition. Fly on over. They're really good. Like, all 3 of them are quality. Yeah, Batterskull. Hefty. Look at my army of tokens. Like, it's amazing how many tokens this deck generates. What did he draw? Like, how can he have this much mana and have nothing to do? Okay, alrighty! Yeah! I guess he just had all these Malachor Rebirths in hand and shit. Undying Evils, he had nothing to do with them. That's crazy. That's nuts. He had absolutely nothing going on. That's an inconsistent deck build, sir. Well, I doubt I can get a full league for you guys today. Like, for real. It's just probably not going to happen. Remember, it is Monday, and Mondays for your boy here, Major Ride, is where my wife makes me delicious tortellini Alfredo. It's a Monday night special. And I look forward to it every week. As soon as I'm done eating it, I'm like, I got to wait a whole week for the next round. Unlike a certain other streamer whose wife makes him turkey burgers and beans, or turkey dogs and beans, like the sad poor man food. My wife can only make me turkey dogs and beans today, guys. Can we please hit the tier 1 tips goal so I put on these gunner glasses? Just another Mog Monday. I haven't seen goblins yet. I'll never play goblins. I don't want to play that deck. I do not like goblins. Like, I like humans. That's a great creature deck. I don't, you know, it's sad that Fury, Endurance, and Solitude has pushed humans out of the meta. Like, just, like, it's so tough for humans to compete. And, like, I still think that humans can get through, though. I think that not enough people respect the deck. And Spirits is a fun deck, too. I just always picked humans just because I thought they meshed better together than Spirits do. Death and Taxes, I mean, I think that deck's fine, too. I don't... Is that really a tribal deck? Death and Taxes? I guess I'll keep... I mean, technically there's a threat in this Kaya's Guile. Bant, Curian, please work. What the hell does that mean? Curian, Ranger, and Bant? Uh-oh. That don't look good, guys. It looks like I kept a bad hand against this Oops All Spells, right? Looking particularly bad here. Well, this will be a fast one at least. You know. I don't even think I have anything to deal with this deck. Like, even in the side. You know, it's really particularly proud to... Oh, yeah, of course people play this. It's an instant win. People don't want to play Magic, dude. They want to just throw a bunch of cards on the table and say, do I win? I mean, people are lazy in life, and they're extra lazy in card games. They're like, I don't want to think about, like, attacking and blocking. I don't want to think about, like, thought seizing and looking at my opponent's 7-card hand and trying to figure out what's the best to take. Did they miss a land drop? Oh, shit. I'm only drawing lands. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Kaya's Guile, gain 4 life, and make a 1/1. That's what I'm going to do. That's my plan, my 1/1 threat. Look at our graveyards. Nothing in there. Okay, they found it. Okay, I'm dead. I died, right? Oh, I guess not. All right. Create a 1/1. You gain 4 life. There we go. I've only drawn land so far. You would have saved Guile for what? No, their win con is revealing cards on the top of their deck, dealing damage. Has nothing to do with their graveyard. What? What is this? What the hell? Where did this come from? It's dead. I appreciate that. I guess it's not dead? Well, it is going to die. Huh? Where did this come from? Oh. Get out of here. Be gone. Wow! Lord! I guess I need to start fetching, huh? Alright, swing for 1. I'm glad they've done so much damage to themselves. Kai looks pretty cool in this picture, not gonna lie. I really like this artwork. Her eyes are all like, what, glowing purple and shit, like fucking... There it is. There's the Charbelcher. Can I find Prismatic Ending? I think that's the only card I have in the deck that can take care of that. It doesn't matter. Alright, this game went on for a lot longer than I thought it would. No. No, I cannot. Yeah, just dead. I don't know what you were thinking about. You must have been thinking about, like Dredge or something. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do here. Kaya can't exile that. Just plus Kaya, choose nothing. Play Verdant Catacombs and prepare to die. I think the only card I guess I can bring in Kataki War Wage. I could bring in Vindicate, you know. Yeah, there we go. All right. No, damn, I wanted to concede before it said I lost to them. Okay. Yeah, Kataki War Wage is like, it's still so bad. What was the Vengevine for? Like, what was that? I guess I could bring in Crime Punishment. Bring in Vindicate. Take out Fatal Push. Take out Solitude. Take out a Dam. I mean, I'm just trying to remove the cards that... I mean, I don't know what that Vengevine was for. Must be an alternate win condition or something. I can read all their cards here. Do they have any other creatures? No, the only other ones they had would be more Charbelcher ones. They had Bellastrude or Bellastrade Spy. They have Sword of the Meek, which must mean they have like Narcomoebas or something. Yeah, it's just they have Vengevines and one Spy. God, if only I had another land to... The thing that sucks is Inquisition of Kozilek can't even take the Charbelcher. Right? It's a 4-mana card. I think I want to mulligan this. Okay, this is a little bit better. Put the Batter Skull back on the bottom. And then Thoughtseize them. Play Stoneforge. Get Cauldra. Start going to town. Alright, Overgrown Tomb. Five damage to myself. Well, I can take anything I want. Talisman of Hierarchy. What one was better to take? Shatter Skull or Agadeem? I guess Agadeem. Culture complete, please. Oh, fuck. Did we just lose? Right, they don't have any blue mana right now, though. So I wonder if I just go to town with the, you know, I'm going to risk putting Culture Complete on the field and see if I can just win through that, you know, and then I'll try to start doing shit. But I got to get a threat on the field. You know, I got to try to start getting their life down. And if they got it, they got it. You know, I just can't sit here and try to play defense against this Talisman because it'll just bring in another land. What is Undercity Informer? Sacrifice a creature including itself. Okay. Wow. So I can take out the Narcomoeba. But I swear I'm forgetting something. I haven't seen this version of the deck in so long. Yeah, they return that. And they do multiple Vengevines, right? Yes. And then I just died. Okay, alright. Well, yes, I'm dead. Okay. Alright, well. Damn it, I pressed the wrong button there. Damn it. That sucks. You guys didn't lose anything, but I'm going to do extra work on the fucking video. God damn it. Alright, guys. It's time to see if this deck can actually go better than 2 and 3. It went 2 and 3 5 times the last time I played it. What just happened there? What the fuck? What is going on? What just happened to the thing up there? What? What just happened? What happened to my current record thing? What? There, it's back now. Okay, what the hell happened? What is going on here? All right. So confused. It didn't have the text there or nothing for me to type. I'm like, what? This is a bad moment. Yeah, I should probably move some of the buttons on my Stream Decker. I got to get more fancy with my Stream Decker. My fat fingered there and, you know, whatever. But it didn't cut off the stream. The stream didn't have any problems. It was just the recording for YouTube is now split, which means I got to put them together, and it takes a long time for these videos to be edited and then uploaded to YouTube because they become massive files. And hopefully I can get it done tonight. But I hope everyone's having fun. Another fun league with Abzan. This deck is very interesting and fun. I'm not saying it's great, but if you come in with expectations that you're happy to win 45% of your games, you're going to have a good time with this deck. Because I think you can achieve 45. 40, 60, right? The 2 and 3. I'm guaranteed to go 2 and 3 again with this deck at the worst, which would be 6 straight leagues of this deck doing that. My God, I'm going first. Evil Chuck? Yes, let me go first. I don't like this hand because it has Batter Skull, but I do like this hand because I have so much hand disruption. I guess I'll keep. It is a threat. Let's take a good gander. Oh boy. It's that one deck, guys. It's the Invoke Despair. Okay, so if I take Thoughtseize, that means I get Expedition Map, Finding, Cabal, Coffers, or Urborg. It might just be better to take the Expedition Map. I think I'm going to take Expedition Map. I might be wrong, but what am I going to do? I got to take Thoughtseize, right? Yep. Tarmogoyf. Oh, the pain. Alright. I cannot get rid of Karn with the Prismatic Ending. Get old Godless Shrine here. Okay. Lingering Souls. That's a threat. We're moving along here. All right. Swing on in. Flashback. The Souls. Blade Douthie. And we got ourselves a good little army here. This is coming off Suspend, which can only mean bad things for me. Oh my God, the fucking damnation. Well, at least I got another land here. That's probably what they went for with the Profane Tutor, right? Probably fail push. I keep making threats against them. It's probably the end of the game here. Let's get Cabal Coffers. They feel fancy. They have a foil one. Yeah, I have to get Vindicate in here. Jesus. Well, at least I can equip Batter Skull to one of these and gain 4 life. Swing for 6. If they go like Karn, Prismatic, Karn for like an ensnaring bridge, I can get rid of that. Fuck. Oh my god. I can get rid of that too. Oh my god. Wow, they didn't make more mana. I guess they don't have anything else to do. All right. Let's thought seize them. Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for watching, Buddha. Thanks for subscribing and everything. I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate you watching on YouTube too. It is. It's pretty rough to play against, but you know, I think it's something we're just gonna have to deal with. Wow, they have Thoughtseize and Karn. Come on, now I can't even Solitude their ass. Well, I guess I can because I can return Batter Skull to my hand. So I think I am gonna get rid of Karn. And then yeah, no, I can't because I have to go for 3 on this. White, green, black. Yeah, it is hella rude. But you have a good night, Buddha, and I will hopefully catch you around. I do. I do need Blood Moon here. Hey, did I beat this last time? Playing with No, I lost to it when I was playing Ponza last time. Wow, they actually milled in a Liliana to grab it? What? Oh, they returned Karn. Okay. Still. That's fucked up. Yep. Yeah, I mean, shutting off... Actually, it's Urborg, I think, is more important than shutting off coffers. But yeah, see you around, man. Yeah, I can't even use Batter Skull anymore. Man, the Worm Coil, I mean, it's just over. How did this deck become so popular and so good? Like, what happened? What in the fuck happened? Wow. Alright, that's enough. Like, how did it become so fucking popular? Like, I looked at the top, like, the challenge, the top 32, and I don't remember seeing a lot of this. But why is there so much of this deck? I wish I had Baloth, too. I don't really have anything to destroy. I guess we could have more Collective Brutality in. Right. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I just don't have a lot to deal with the Karn. Oh my god. I hate these type of lands that they come in tapped unless you've got some sort of special function for them. Otherwise, this would be once I saw this and oh god, fuck. Terrible. I guess we keep. I have actively tried to remove these type of lands from my deck because of that shit. Like, you don't see me playing that Undaunted Triome. Wow. That's pretty good. That is insane opening hand. Look at that for the lands for this deck. Super gross, super nasty. Everything about this is just deadly as fuck. Yeah, I think we just gotta take Turok. I literally can't deal with that card. Not a lot of hot help here right now. Oh my god. Is this the best deck in the game now? I mean, what's going on? Like, I don't really understand. Like, this deck seems like almost unbeatable sometimes. Yeah, we play this. Kaya's Guile. Sacrifice. Make a 1-1? I mean, I really don't. Yeah, we need to do it now if we're going to do that. Yeah, sacrifice, make a 1-1. And then when they plus, we'll discard Lingering Souls. Maybe the Kaya, I don't know. This is looking bad. Looking bad here. Wow. Wow, those make me exile it, so maybe not, maybe not. Do the Kaya. Is that any better? It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I've lost this game a long time ago. Blooming Marsh doesn't do enough. I guess Fly, hit the Liliana. Play Blooming Marsh. Play Kaya. Plus exile their 2 creatures. I need to find like Thoughtseize. It's the only way I think I can win is through Thoughtseize right now. Right now. Pretty rough here, though. Yeah, it's got to be Lingering Souls. I can't give him a Siege Rhino. Last card in hand is an Archon of Cruelty. If I can plus, I mean, if I can find a way, a Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize the only card. Inquisition. Inquisition. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We just got to keep doing this, flying at the Liliana. Attack Lily. Plus exile these. And play our big friend here, Mr. Rhino. Heft. Look at them hearts. I'm doing my best I can, but looking grim here. Hopefully he just has to keep plussing this Lily. He's stuck in a pattern right now where, unless he decides not to do anything with Lily, I mean, that'd be a real sign here that something's wrong if he just sits here with nothing, Lily doing nothing, which looks like what he's going to do here, which is very bad. Like, that is not good. Can't block it. Profane Tutor. Damn it. Okay. Liliana's going to be down. Yeah, swing into the Lily, swing into the player. Play this. I'm going to hold the Inquisition, obviously, and I'm going to try and draw off this Castle Locthwain. How close is he to casting this? Probably pretty damn close with that. Oh, yeah, he got it now. Yeah, Archon, I think I took out my dams, right? Okay, sacrifice this. Discard this. Yeah, I got nothing now. Yeah, I think I took out my dams, right? Or did I leave them in? I think I still have Solitude, right? I don't want to cheat and look. You're not allowed to look at your sideboard, right? I mean, this game's almost over. Goyf, okay. Basic Ass Forest, not okay. I just don't remember if I left him in or not. Nice. Yeah, I mean, this is just game here. Yeah, okay, all right, we're dead. I can't beat that. All right, well, another 3-2 with Abzan. That's the 6th one in a row. Again, I really like this deck, even though it cannot get over the hump of 2 and 3. I just really feel it's close. I think it was a little bit closer today. Invoke. Despair. Like, that deck, I don't think I can beat except with maybe with Ponza. Maybe Grixis. I don't think I can beat it with... It might be possible to beat with Jund because of Liliana the Veil. Maybe I can get lucky there. But that's pretty tough. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Let's do some shout-outs here. Shout-outs to Greens89, Boodha, the Lukeman98, the Alpha Gemstone Dragon, Max Breaker 87, Manure Butt, Thek Gauge, and the MTG bot and the Nightbot for keeping me company. Thank you guys very much. Thank you to all who watched me on YouTube on demand. Thank you guys very much for watching. Big shout outs here to Boodha for the subscription. That's really awesome, dude. That's going way, way, way above and beyond. Just letting you know. And so if you watched on Twitch, please start following. If you watched on YouTube, please start subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up for my good-natured attempt at winning. The sideboard probably needs work. It probably does. I mean, some of these cards I really like Turok and Vindicate. I like the Engineered Explosives, Chalice of the Void to deal with the Cascade decks. Endurance is great. I mean, there's a couple cards in there. Kataki War Wage maybe can come out, even though I like that card too. It's pretty good. Crime Punishment's all right. Collective Brutality against Burn, but I'm pretty good against Burn most of the time. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time for more Abzan action. So if you enjoy the Siege Rhinos, the Solitudes, and Tarmogoyfs, come on back. I'll be back doing some more. And I'd like to remind everybody also, of course, to always stay safe out there. Eat some good food, drink some good beverages, and of course, spend time with your sweetheart, your loved ones, your family, your friends. That's what really matters. Not so much winning and losing at Magic, even though watching me, you wouldn't know that sometimes. But, I'm in a good mood today, and I think it showed. I hope. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Before we leave, let's take a look at Reed Duke. There's me and Reed Duke together. Good times in Vegas. And, so sorry about the video being split up. Hopefully I can get it on tomorrow. If not, I apologize. It'll be a day late the entire week. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific time. So for more Abzan, all right? Everybody, thanks for watching. Peace!